We are going to try something this summer. Every month at the beginning of the month, we're going to have two live stream series. One live stream will be to help anybody that wants to learn the 254 counties of Texas. That series will lead you through the process. The second series will be to learn the continents and oceans of 50 states, names and locations of 175 countries of the world. We believe that geography is important, and if you can learn all the 254 counties of Texas in 1 month, you should also be able to easily learn the names and locations of 175 countries of the world in 1 month, definitely in one semester. So we're going to lead you through, if this works, we're going to lead you through each month, one day of the month. Today is the second day of the month. So we're going to get right into the Click and Learn software system. I go to clickandlearnsoftware.com and I click the Play Now button. At the top, it says, let's pretend this wasn't already open. Let's pretend you just went here and got there. When you get to this page, you can click this icon that says 30 days to learn Texas counties. Click that icon, you get these games. Yesterday was the first day of the month, and we worked on this to learn the counties that start with the letters A and B. Today is the second day of the month, and we're going to review those counties. 27 counties. One of the things about this system, it is definitely a cramming system. You can take it and learn, if you got a test tomorrow, you can take it and learn the names of all the locations of all 50 states in one evening, and you could score 100% on that test. But with a system where you learn so quickly, it's important to review early and to review often. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get into, let's see where I have this set up. Okay, we're going to get right into game for day 2. Click that button, and we're already set up in review mode. So I click single player. It says we have 27 questions on the screen, and that's because there are 8 counties that start with the letter A, and there are 19 counties that start with the letter B. So that's 27. If you've watched previous videos, you know how this system works. I'm going to click the go button. It asks for Anderson, and these are going to be in alphabetical order. Review mode is in alphabetical order. All the questions in that group are on the screen. You don't have to go through 7, 14, 21, 27. You go right into all 27. At the top, it asks for Anderson. We only have 45 seconds to do this, so we can't be sitting here jabbering. We have to get right in, focus, concentrate, and see if we can go through these without even looking at the question. Because remember, we should know that after Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Francis, Archer, Armstrong, Addis goes to Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Baystrup, Baylor, B, Bell, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. And in review mode, we're still racing the clock. But let's go through that a few more times. This is just going to be a short live stream just to show you how to review and to show you how to get to the game so that you can review anytime. Let me back out. I want to show you one more thing. I've already showed that in the previous. What this cell is where you get the resources that you can print and practice. This is the list of all the counties that you can print those. I print these when I'm learning something new. Take this with me in the car. Take this with me. I don't know, where do I go? And take it to bed with me, and it's a little light on. I can sit there and read through this and go to sleep reciting. In this case, the letters, the counties that start with A and B. And since there's 27 of those, the goal is to be able to recite all 27 of those in 27 seconds. I'm going to close this window, but that's okay. Before I close that window, I'm going to show teachers that this is where you can get a free blackline map. Print that. You can enlarge it on your photocopy machine. And you might even just ask the students, just list all the counties that start with A and B, for example. That's 27. That's a good exercise. I'm going to close that window and get right back into that was the game for day 2. Click that icon. We're in review mode. Click the single player. Let's go to full screen and click go. Remember, we're doing this without looking at the question. Anderson, Andrew, Angeline Aranzis, Archer Armstrong, Atascosa Austin, Bailey Bandera Baystrip, Baylor B. Bell, Behar Blanco, Borden Boss Bowie, Behar Blanco, Borden Boss Bowie, Brazoria Brazos, Brewster Briscoe, Brooks Brown, Burleson Burnett. It asked for Brazoria. Let's get back on track. Brazoria Brazos, Brewster Briscoe, Brooks Brown, Burleson Burnett. And that was pretty much fun. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to do it one more time, and then we'll get into the next part. Again, I'm going to move up to full screen. I guess I'm already in full screen. Click the go button. Here's the other thing. We are racing the clock, but at the end, it also tells us how many seconds we beat the clock by. So down in the bottom right-hand corner, when you see the little plus ones, that means you get, if you're a registered user, you get a smart. Every question you answer correctly, you get a smart point. That's like getting, stars at Starbucks. It's like getting, Disney's at Disney World. I don't know what they give there. But anyway, so you get a +1 for every one you get correct. That's a new smart. If you're a registered user, you can build up your smarts to get rewards and credits. Up at the top, you can't see it, but I have 297,196 smarts because I play this so much. I really enjoy this. Let's get right into this. And watch down here, and as I get the pluses, if I get it, first of all, watch where I click. If it's green, it's correct. And I'm racing the clock. Anderson, Andrews, Angelina Aranzis. Where is Angeline? Angeline Aranzis, Archer Armstrong, Atascosa Austin, Bailey Bandera Baystrip, Baylor B. Bell, Behar Blanco, where Behar, I'm on it. Yeah, you have to have, that's another thing, you have to make sure it's right on the button with the finger showing, okay, just like that. When that finger shows, that means when you click it, you should get it. It knows where you're clicking anyway. It asks for Behar Blanco, Borden, Boss, Bowie, Brazoria Brazos, Brewster Briscoe, Brooks Brown, Burleson Burnett. I was probably talking too much. Brooks Brown, Burleson Burnett. Yeah, it's 8 seconds over. We're going to do that again without jabbering. We're just going to focus, concentrate, and see how many extra credits we can get for beating the clock. Click go. Whisper as we click. Anderson, Andrew, Angeline Aranzis, Archer Armstrong, Atascosa Austin, Bailey, I messed up. Bailey Bandera Baystrip, Baylor B. Bell, Behar Blanco, Borden Boss Bowie, Brazoria Brazos, Brewster Briscoe, Brooks Brown, Burleson Burnett. And did I beat the clock? Yes. And I got 10 extra credits 10 extra smarts because I beat the clock by 10 seconds. I want to play one more time and see if I can get more than 10 bonus points, which means how many ever seconds I beat the clock by. Click the replay button. Click go. All right, Anderson Andrews, Angelina Aranzis, Archer Armstrong, Gaddis goes to Austin. Archer Armstrong, Gaddis goes to Austin. Baylor, Bailey, Bandera, Baystrip, Baylor, B. Bell, Behar Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. I hope we get more than 10. And I got 13. Okay, 13 extra smarts for beating the clock by 13 seconds. That is I don't know, it gives me adrenaline. It gets me excited when I can do this. Beat the clock, race the clock, focus. But now I'm going to take you to the next part of review, which is I'm going to exit. I'm going to go back to that game for day 2. This is the second day of the month. And I'm going to switch to test mode and then click single player. And as you know, test mode is different. It's in random order. The buttons do not disappear. You still get a green or a red light if you get it right or wrong. Okay, where am I at? Sorry, I got distracted. I thought I saw a Baltimore Oriole in the yard here. Okay, and the show me button does not appear. You only get one chance to get it correct. And at the end, it tells you your score. So we're going to play until we get 100%. It asks for Austin. And here's another thing. Austin, Brazos, similar enough that you have to pay attention. It asks for Austin, Anderson, Aransas on this, Burnett County, Bandera has that shape. Behar, someone told me it's pronounced bear, so I'm going to work on pronouncing that bear. Angeline is purple. Again, we're not racing the clock. If I get confused, I can sit there and think. Brooks, Baylor, Bowie is pretty easy. Baystrip, Bandera, Baystrip, Andrews, Anderson, Brown is purple. Brazoria, Atascosa is that shape. Brewster, Burleson, Bailey, Briscoe, that's Briscoe Bell. We've already answered 21. Archer, Bosque. I'm going to show you again what happens when you get it wrong. It asks for Armstrong. This is Archer. This would be Armstrong, but I accidentally clicked this one instead, so it says that's wrong. Well, we go on. So I know I'm not going to get 100% this time, but I will replay it in a minute with the goal of getting 100% to show you how to review. And if you get stuck, it doesn't matter if you get stuck. You just keep going. You just keep working at it. You just keep focusing and concentrating. That's how this system works. And you don't have to be embarrassed because you get it wrong, because I get them wrong by accident occasionally. I just plain get them wrong. It asks for Borden. Blanco. Blanco's above Behar. Blanco. Brazoria is right on the coast of Gulf, they call it. Okay, we got 92%. I knew we got that one wrong. So we're going to click the go button and replay. It says you are so close. That means me or you are so close. And these are the Texas counties that start with letters A and B. Click go. Andrews. This is Anderson, Bell, Anderson, Bosque. I've eaten at a Bosque restaurant in Nevada. Interesting style. Bowie, Borden, Borden Dairy in Texas. I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Plano, Texas. Brazos is Brazoria, Brazos. Archer, this is Archer. Armstrong, this would be Armstrong. Atascosa, Brown, Brooks. Brown is purple. Aransas on the Gulf. Brazoria also on the Gulf. Briscoe right below Archer, right below Armstrong. Briscoe, Brooks, Bandera has that shape. Angelina is purple. Baylor is up close to the Red River, right below. Let's say this would be Oh man, I know this county. Uh, she's supposedly Behar, Brewster, Armstrong, Addis Archer, Armstrong, B, Baystrup. What did I do? I clicked Bandera instead. Bailey, Austin, Burnett, Burleson, right next to Brazos, Burleson, Blanco above Bayer, Blanco, 96%. I'm going to replay. All right, click go. There used to be a bicycle ride up on the Oklahoma and Texas border. 100-mile bike ride on the hottest day of the year, usually some Saturday in September. And I participated that in several times. So I just can't remember the name of the city that was in because this county shares the same name. Okay, let's just go through this. Brown. Let's get 100%. Brown, Brazoria, Bowie, Bell, Bastrop is Bandera. Bastrop is what I got wrong a minute ago. Austin, Archer, Behar, Bear, Aransas on the Gulf. Andrews. We're in test mode, so we're not racing the clock. Anderson, Andrews, Atascosa, Brazoria, Briscoe. This is Brewster. This is Briscoe. B, Armstrong, Archer, Armstrong. By learning alphabetically, that part helps me as well. This is Armstrong. Bandera, Green, Brewster, Green, so far. Blanco, Burnett, Bailey, Burleson, right next to Brazos, got a green. Anderson, Angeline, Bosk, Borden, Baylor, Brooks, 100%. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm still trying to think of the name of that city where they had the bike ride. I'm going to find out. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to this game that has all 254 counties listed. I'm going to go to review mode, click single player. I'm just showing you how I learn when I get stuck. This is the county that the bike ride was in, and that is Wichita. This is Wilbarger. That's what I was looking for, Wilbarger. When I click that and get it wrong, it says this is Wilbarger or Wilbarger. And if someone has a better pronunciation, let me know. So when I said Baylor was close to the Red River, Baylor is right below Wilbarger, which is right on the Red River. That's what separates this part of Oklahoma from this part of Texas. Let me get back out of here. And I'm going to go back to the beginning over here. And if you want to, you can always, here's the other thing. Since we are reviewing this game for day 2, I'm going to click that, but I'm going to switch from review to learn mode. And that brings us back to what we did yesterday. 7 questions at a time. This is how you practice. This is how you learn. Andrews, Angelina Aransas. There's only 7 buttons on the screen, so it's easy for you to learn this. Andrews, Angelina Aransas, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa. That's the first 7 questions. We did not beat the clock, so we'll do Anderson, Andrew, Angelina Aransas, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Armstrong, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, but that's okay. And then you go to 14 questions and 21 and 27 and so forth. You have control. You have control of where that game goes. I'm going to exit with that button up there. I'm going to go right back into this to show you when you get into these things, we set it up initially to whatever default mode we think it might be best for you at that point. And the right way I decide what I think is best for you is what works for me. Seriously, that's how I make these games. What helps me learn, what works for me. And when I need some help, I think of a new game, a new way, a new feature to add for your help. So you can go into review mode. You can also switch to learn mode. You can also switch to test mode. And there's something called I'm going to back out of there and show you. There's also something called the no rush mode. No rush. And we had a teacher, Geography Alliance coordinator, that asked us if some of the students she thought could not beat the clock. And she said, can you give us a mode that's not timed? And so we created something called the no rush mode. I'm going to get into that. Personally, I think this is a waste because to me, I have seen little kids beat the clock. They get their adrenaline going. And I have had testimonials from all parents of homeschool teachers that where they tell us that their child was having certain types of problems but they got in and this worked. This works. But I'll show you how the no rush mode works. No rush. Still that's for Anderson. We're not racing the clock. It asks for Andrews. The show me button still works. So you can sit there and simply go through this, wait for the show me button, click the show me button, and show you where Angelina is. Wait and click the go button and click the go button and show you where Aransas is. This is so boring. This is so boring. I'm going to exit up here in the top left corner because when you race the clock, you really have fun because you got a challenge. You're challenging yourself. And wait till we get farther down the road with this Texas project because it is extremely challenging, but it's extremely rewarding as well. I'm going to show you something else that our programmer put into this system. We have in any of our games where you're playing in test mode, we have set it up so that if your teacher says, just do the first 20, whether it's the first 20 states, the first 20 countries of Africa, the first 20 counties in test mode, in random order. And the teacher might say, just do the first 20 questions and show me your score. So with this, I'm going to get right into the same game. I'm going to show you something else that appears on the screen. I click game 2, game for second day of the month. I'm going to switch to test mode, click single player, and go. Notice there's nothing up here. In test mode, the show me button does not appear. But when I get to question 20 and above, that button will appear. It asks for Briscoe, this Brewster, Briscoe. Get a green light. Bosk, green light. Bailey, green light. Brazos, Brazoria, Brazos. Armstrong, Archer, Armstrong. Burnett, B. Bowie, Brazoria on the Gulf. Behar, Bear. I'm working on my pronunciation. This is Banderas, so this is Bastrop. It's in random order, so you have to look at the question each time. Burleson, right next to Brazos, Burleson. Baylor up here right below Wilbarger. Okay. Wichita, Wilbarger. This is Archer. This is Baylor, and that's what it's asking for. Brewster. Blanco. Brooks, the bottom. Austin, the capital. And right next to Waller County. county where Hempstead High School is located. That's for Austin. Get that right. Anderson, Borden. I'm up to 19 questions answered. And watch up here and see what happens when I get the next question answered, whether it's right or wrong. Let's get this one wrong, and I'll show you. I'm going to click on buoy. We know that's not Andrews, that's buoy. But that button appears. We can click that button, and it shows us we got 95%. You can show that to your teacher. And personally, I believe if you're working on the 254 counties of Texas and you can get 20 or 25 correct at a random order, you're doing pretty darn good in score. Let's say 90% or more. To me, that's an A, but I know you want to be perfect. And as I mentioned before, we're hoping that the governor or the Department of Education, head of Secretary of Education for Texas Education Department, will institute something called the Celebrate Texas Day on the 254th day of the year. And if a student can get 100%, can recite the 254 counties in 254 seconds or less, which you can do, and if they can score 100% on the blank map of Texas, which you can do, then they would get a Celebrate Texas pin, little lapel pin, plus this is in my imagination of what I think would be really, really cool. Plus, the governor of Texas would sign a certificate or some kind of a Celebrate Texas award. They said get a certificate for all the students in that. How many counties? How many school districts do they have? I think they might have, 12,000 school districts in. No, that's school. Maybe that's number of schools. But 254 counties, you got a lot of students there, and it would be so exciting to have those students get a reward. Okay, so was there anything else I was going to show you in this system back here? I think I'm just going to click the go button here, but I do want to show you that. I want to tell you that if you go 20 questions or more, you get that little thing where you can click it, shows your score, and it also gives you a way that you can print a certificate of achievement for yourself. You download it, print it, frame it, whatever, you put it in your drawer. Let's just do that. Let's just show you where that's at. We're in test mode. It asks from Bandera. Where is Bandera? Bandera. Test mode. Shouldn't this be Bandera? Why is there no button there? I'm going to start back out. Why is there no button? I'm going to go into Review, click Test Mode, click Go. Now there's a button. I don't know why it didn't show up. Maybe I had already clicked something. I don't know. What do I know? Blanco. We're going to go to 25 just to show you how this works. I'm going to say Blanco, Burleson. This is Burleson, Burnett, Andrews, Anderson, Andrews, Brewster. This is Brewster, Angelina, Borden, Archer. This is Archer, Armstrong, Bowie, Baylor, right below Will Barger County, Baylor, Aransas on the coast, Aransas, Bear, Atascosa, Brazos, Brazoria, Brazos, B County, Anderson County, Bandera, Bastrop, Brazoria, Brooks Brown. Okay, now watch up here. Up here is where this little thing should appear. It asks for Brown, 20 questions, and I can keep going. Let's do 25. Shows up we've answered 20. Austin, down by Waller County, Austin, Bell, Bosk, focus. Let's not mess up now because we're doing really good. Bailey, Armstrong. That's 25. I can click that anytime we have over 20 or more questions in test mode. Click that. It shows you we got 100%. If we wait a second, it's going to show another screen where we can click this button to download a copy of a certificate showing today's date, the name of the game we played, and our score. And you can sign that and put it in your folder to show that you have accomplished that. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to exit from here. This has been so far a 30-minute live stream, but I just wanted to show you how to review. So tomorrow, check with us again. We hope to live stream every day. We're going to get on a schedule once my advisors tell me what time of the day is best to do these, when more students and teachers are available to watch. And the other thing is, here's the other thing is, with live streaming, teachers can comment. If you're a teacher and you have a request, you might say, show me all the counties that start with the letter E or in Texas. Or you might say, you might have a question and we can help you with this. So that's the beauty of live streaming. We can do it with you as a teacher or a grandparent or a parent. You can do this with your kids as a grandparent. You can do it with your grandkids wherever they are in the United States. Live streaming is incredible what we can do. So I'm going to go back to this part and bring that up and just kind of close out and say, seriously, thank you for watching. I can do it. You can do it. Go tell your governor. Go tell your governor the idea of what you can do or what you think that. Don't even mention. Just go in and say to the governor, you think we should have something like West Virginia has. They have the Golden Horseshoe. We should celebrate Texas for all of us, especially when you get to where you can really do this and you want to, not just your pride in yourself, which I have a lot of pride in all of you that can do this, not just a pride in yourself, but to get the recognition that you deserve for doing something amazing. I think geography is really important. I could go on and on with that, but that's enough for now. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, seriously. Okay. That's it.